So I first came to Plymouth in 2004, and I'd been teaching for about 12 years in London, lecturing general earth science, structural geology, geomorphology. And before that, I'd done a PhD in Bristol on earthquake geology in Greece and Turkey. My undergraduate was up in Scotland in Strathclyde University in Glasgow. But one of the things I was interested in over my PhD and then as I lectured was recent earth movements. We call it neotectonics, but earthquakes and volcanic hazards and sea level change. This is Taormina behind me sits on a series of raised marine terraces going back hundreds of thousands of years. This whole coastline is uplifting as a result of tectonics. And then just over there, there's a great big volcano called Mount Etna. And that's kind of what I'm interested in, this interplay between tectonic processes, volcanic processes, and then ultimately hazards, what it means for people living around here. So I teach some of the hazards in the course. I also teach some structural geology and bits and pieces in terms of geodynamics or kind of plate tectonics. But to be honest, most of my work now is on what we call geocommunication. How do we convey what we know about the earth and how it works? How do we convey that to ordinary people or politicians, to society essentially, to deal with many of the issues that we're facing in the 21st century about resources, mineral and metal resources, where do we get our stuff from, the hazards, natural disasters, for example, earthquakes and volcanoes, water resources and the threat with climate change, which is very real, and then broader issues to do with energy and a whole bunch of things that actually are really important to society. But to a society that really doesn't understand the earth, doesn't understand what lies beneath us, and really thinks geology is just about grey rock. So my job, I guess, is to try to find ways to make all of that exciting, to convey it across, to do it with passion, and to try to make people realise that geology, geoscience, earth science is pretty crucial for us facing up to the threats of the 21st century. So I've been at Plymouth now for just over 12 years, and I'm now just taking on also the head of the director's role of the Sustainable Earth Institute, which is trying to bring a whole lot of different disciplines together to look at these really complicated kind of problems. So that's what I do.